I am live with the newest Colorado Buffaloes commit, Mantrez Walker, linebacker out of Buford High School, on today's 5-Star Flex. Welcome to the 5-Star Flex, where being a 5-star isn't just a ranking, it's a mentality. I'm your host, Phillip Dukes, a.k.a. Dukes D Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes D Scoop, and make sure you check the like and subscribe button. Mantrez Walker, my man.
Yes, sir.
The newest Colorado Buffalo commit out of Buford High School. How you doing, bro?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. So, how was the weekend? How did it feel?
Weekend was great, man. It was electric out there. Whole bunch of stars. It was just it was a good time out there in Boulder for sure.
All right, so for the Colorado fan base and guys who want to know who you are, tell me about who Mantrez Walker is and how was it growing up for you?
Well, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up like middle Georgia, like Fort Valley, Warner Robins area. Then I moved back around when I was like 6. Growing up, been playing football since as far as I can remember. Started when I was about 4. Dad got me into it. Played for a whole bunch of teams growing up. I started out with the Jonesboro Bulldogs in Clayton County. Then I moved to Atlanta Vikings for a little bit of time. Then after that, I played for the Tri-County Hurricanes for a little bit of time. Then I played for Atlanta Ducks for about 2 years when they was first getting started. After that, I played for Welcome All Panthers. And then I went to Atlanta Bulldogs. And then for my last 2 years, I played for Red Breeds for Coach Mark. Then went on to Buford High School. But that's pretty much how I grew up.
Okay. So when it came to playing with like you named some teams that had some real big names on those teams. Like when you talking about like the Atlanta Ducks, you talking about like the KJ Boldens, Jelani Thurman, Juju. I mean, a lot of people playing with the Ducks. You talk about the Panthers, Aaron Nolan, Josh Horn down in Miami. You got a lot of guys who were in that program. What was it like playing with so much talent at such a young age?
I mean, like, we always pretty much thought we was the best, but we didn't know, we didn't know what the older people probably knew, but we didn't know that it was going to turn out to where it is now with everybody being prospects and having stars behind themselves. But it was definitely good just being in that environment, competition level each day. That was pretty much all I ever knew. So I didn't really know no other way of how football was. I just knew it was loud and this is how we're going to do things. So it was definitely high intensity every week.
When did you know that you had a chance to play college football?
I always felt like I was one of the best at my position. I always felt like that I was good. But as far as just college football, I definitely think around probably like middle school, because I really wasn't thinking about it like in Little League and stuff like that, because I didn't really know too many people that had went on and got offers and played Division I, like personally at least. But then when I really started following it and stuff like that, I pretty much knew that I could do this if I get my head on straight and do the right things I need to do.
If you had to describe yourself using one word, what word would you use?
Let's see. Precise.
Precise.
Like
from a football player and a middle linebacker. That's a very interesting word. Tell me why you describe yourself as precise.
I describe myself as precise because I just feel like I made the right moves at the right times. Like when I was younger, like all the guys you just named, being in that environment, I was never the fastest guy. So I always had to outsmart like my opponent who I was going against. So just studying the game and different little angles and different little places I need to be at different times, I feel like I pretty much got that down packed. So just learning the angles of the game and learning where I need to be before I be there, I just feel like I made calculated decisions that often outsmart the other opponent and gives me the edge.
So last year you played with another star-studded team at Buford, back playing with KJ, Dylan Raiola. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Yes, Braden Jacobs, who's a 4-star coming out this year.
Yeah.
I think y'all had Nas out there with y'all. Like, man, y'all got a lot going on out there in Buford, man. So what was it like last year having so much talent on that team? And how do you feel like playing with guys like that gets you prepared for college?
Well, I say I was pretty much used to it. Like you said, with the Little League stuff, I've always been around like guys like that. But just for them being around there, it just made the environment much more competitive and just knowing everybody around you good and make you want to do even better. So it's just like being around all those top guys, it just kind of make you want to eat more, and then just it just increase the competition level. And I say when that happens, it just make you play better.
So during your recruitment, but now before we get to that,
Yeah.
talk to me about a very influential adult in your life. You can talk
Mhm.
about mom, dad, somebody. You can talk about both of them,
Yeah.
grandma, coach, whatever. Talk to me about an influential adult that helped you get to where you are right now.
I'd say both. My mom and dad very influential. My dad definitely influential. He done built me like from the beginning, and that's probably like one person. Well, both of them, but that's probably like one person who can just make me break down or just get to me like nobody else can. But he's always been there for me, and he'll definitely ride for me to the end. So he done put me through a whole bunch of work these off seasons, these summers since I was young. So just him being there, it definitely helped me a lot. And as far as my mom, she just always been the person that me and her talk about things that don't nobody know. Like me and her got a whole nother relationship that me and my dad do. But like me and my mom, she just she just know how to get to me. She know like my vulnerable points, and she keep me humble. She keep me grounded, and she just made me think about the bigger picture. Like not right now, but like the future, and then stuff like that. But both of them influential for sure.
What's it like having a dad? We talk about influential, like your pops, like goes by Buster the Fool. Like he was a football player too, but
Yeah.
he kind of like he found his wave like doing comedy and like he's real popular on Instagram. What's it like
Mhm.
having a dad who understands social media the way he does and who's actually good at doing it?
Well, it's definitely good. Like, it's definitely a benefit. He's been marketing me since I was little, so having him being an influencer and stuff like that is definitely cool. It's definitely not a joke. Everything that he be doing on social media, that's really him. That's really him in real life. So being around him, that's like my best friend. Me and him always together. But it's definitely a benefit at my end.
All right, big weekend. You just committed to Colorado.
Hmm.
What was it that made you select Colorado as your home?
What made me select Colorado as my home, really, as you know, I was committed to Michigan at first. And
Right.
then after I decommitted from Michigan, they pretty much just had always been in close contact. And it's funny because when Deion first got the job in Colorado, my dad, he was like, we need to take the trip out to Colorado. And to be honest, I wasn't even really feeling it at first. Like I wasn't even really on it for real. But when they started, when they had offered me and they started really recruiting me for real, I just felt genuine love from the whole staff. And then I just started, doing my own research. And me and Coach Hart, we got a close relationship. Me and Coach Pollock got a close relationship. Them guys just honed in on me, and really, I feel like they value me as a player. Like above all else, I feel like they made me seem like their guy, and that I could come in and really do some good things for them. And then playing under Coach Prime, like I feel like that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like no other NFL Hall of Famer has came back and tried to take over head coach a team. So that really spoke to me, and I want to be a part of something like that.
So when people talk about like like even when people have greatness,
Mhm.
usually there's like some hate attached to it
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, sure.
And Colorado is like the most polarizing team in the country. You got
Yeah,
guys like you say something good about Colorado, you got a whole list of folks that can't stand it. Say
yeah,
something bad about Colorado, well, here come the Colorado fans.
right.
How's that been for you just seeing all the attention that Colorado gets? And do you think it'll take away or you think it'll add to what you guys do?
I definitely feel like is they definitely get some type of bad press, but I feel like the good outweigh the bad. Like
For
if you
sure.
think about it, him coming from where he came from at the HBCU program, he took them from nothing to something in a matter of time. And um, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to leave, but sometimes you just got to move on a bit. You just got to elevate type stuff, and he
Right.
elevated a situation where he could be that face of college football. And he took Colorado, a program that hadn't won in a long time. He took them to a positive season than they had been having before. So obviously, some of the things that he had did definitely worked in his favor with him starting a whole new team, moving out those people, bringing in those people. It may rub some people the wrong way, but I feel like at the end of the day, as far as college football now, like if you good, you good. If you good, you gonna stay. And if you're afraid to compete, that's usually what people do. They go ahead and hop in that portal. And just like he got guys going out, he got guys coming in as well. So With that being said, I feel like he knows the guys that he need to have in the program to move in the right direction, and I feel like he's gonna get it done.
What was Coach Prime's message to you when
His
it
message
was like
was,
when you heard that thing? Like, you know,
yeah,
sometimes you had that moment where somebody say something and be like, boom, that's it.
yeah,
What was that conversation or whatever quote that he gave you that you was
yeah,
like, all right, Colorado for me?
yeah. Well, like my like people in my family have always told me like, well, what you are off the field, what you is on the field as well, and that stuck out to me because people when people think of Coach Prime, people think when he played, people think, oh, the glitz, the glamour, he driving nice cars, got all this nice stuff. But when I talked to him, he really broke it down on some like what you do off the field affects what you do on the field, and he want guys that's gonna be great both off the field and on the field. And I think that's
Mm,
definitely good coming from somebody like him, who the media would think is not even worried about that type of stuff. They think it's all for like clicks and stuff like that.
right.
And I just think that speaks to me and him saying like staying focused and really being on top of your stuff because you got people around you, like you said, it's 127 years of NFL experience on that staff. So it's people around you with all of these connections. So it's really about what you do with the opportunity. Like you're in the space to do it, so it's whatever you're gonna do with it.
Man, so I think like in our community, like a lot of times black fathers don't get highlighted, right?
Mm-mm.
So with you having such an influential dad and
Yeah.
then going to a program, did seeing how Coach Prime interacts with his sons, did that have any impact on you making your decision based on the relationship that you got with your dad?
Oh, definitely a little bit because me and my dad like best friends, and of course, if him supporting his kids and coaching them all throughout, he would want the same for his kids. So I definitely get where he coming from in that sense, and being able to be around them and stuff like that. So I definitely think that's important because and he treats the rest of the players just like he would his own. They were
Mm,
he treat him just like he would his own. Like Shiloh messed up, he get taken out. Shador messed up. He told me that he would been his own kid. If it came down to it, like I feel like everybody's on the same playing field, and it may not seem like it through the media with them getting the good, all the attention and stuff like that. But I feel like you make your own way when you like wherever you go, you make your own way. It's gonna be like that pretty much everywhere you go. Every team is gonna have its stars and stuff like that. But it's pretty much just what you do with your opportunity. I just think it's more in the forefront because it's Coach Prime in Colorado.
right. Nah. All right, man. So right now is your opportunity to tell everybody in Boulder, Colorado, what kind of person, not just player, what kind of person, what kind of young man are they getting in Mantrez Walker?
Colorado is getting a respectable young man who's about his business, has charisma towards people, and a young man that's ready to come in and work and bring something to the city, help bring a winning culture and help bring something that people can be proud of in Boulder.
Yeah. Okay, Trent. For
So,
sure. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
you can follow my Instagram at Mantrez, Mantrez. You can find me on Twitter at Mantrez Walker, Mantrez, capitalize the W, capitalize the M. You can add me on Snapchat at Concrete Boy Trez.
All right, man. Congratulations on everything, and we'll see you in the fall.
So, peace.